Brand new year, come with new blessings. Drop crop shorts, drop top sport. Whole lot of horse in a new Porsche.
Everyday walk with that peach. Think I'm in love with the sweets. Every time playing for keeps. So why you keep playing with me? I got you.
We compatible, I know you concerned. And look, I know it's absurd, but don't get stuck on the words. I said a lot in the past, and it's not what you preferred. I wanna work on the terms, I wanna come to agreement. Every time we talk, treat it like an achievement.
Those were songs from our next guest, Texas musician Wes Denzel. Billboard named his a fresh pick of the week, and his new music has been called Effortlessly Cool. His new album, Last Night in Houston, is out, and we'll hear a performance in a few minutes. But right now, let's get to know Wes Denzel. Hello there.
Hey, how are you doing this
I
morning?
am doing well. I'll tell you what I already know is I love you because you showed up with flowers. Look at that. All right. Let's get a vase for that right there. All right. Wes, you're born in St. Louis. Your mom was a retired Army nurse. Y'all moved a lot, but she retired in San Antonio and brought you to Texas. But your introduction to music, your cousin E.E. always sang to you Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes, he would always tell me when I was like a little kid, like the ages you can't remember anything, that I was always singing Bone Thugs and Harmony, but he would always bring that up.
Yeah, something must have stuck, right?
Something must have stuck.
Around 5 or 6 is when you remember really sticking to music.
Yes, so I seen the Nelly Country Grammar video, and once I seen that video, being a kid in St. Louis, I was like, this is something like I have to do.
Yeah, why were you so enamored by music in that way that it was something that you wanted to do as a living?
I don't know, I just felt like, man, I need to be an entertainer just watching that. I don't know if it's because I was from St. Louis and he was from St. Louis, but there's just some sort of connection that I was like, man, I really want to do that.
Yeah, you took it seriously. In 5th grade, you wrote your first rap. 6th grade, you recorded your first tune. And in 8th grade, you built a home studio, and the rest is history.
Yes, the rest is history.
All right. You got to rap with Justin Bieber. How did that happen?
So Justin Bieber came to our high school, and some of the people from band and choir got to see him, just like a little private setting, and then they just asked if anybody could do music, and everybody said my name, so I just went up there and I did like a rap that I had recently wrote, but I wasn't like prepared for it or anything. So,
yeah, but you're just talented, right? So, but there are lots of lessons to learn here. We heard Yakov Smirnoff say earlier how he was a contractor by day, a comedian by night.
Yes.
If you have your passion, don't set it aside just because it's not your livelihood yet, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll do jobs by day, and you do your rapping whenever you can.
Yes, that's what I always do. I always try to follow my passion. It's the one thing I want to do. But yeah, I always tell people, all my friends and everything, just follow your dreams.
Yeah, I always love because so many people think of something at the end of the goal as opposed to the journey getting there. And I like the way you put it when you say music and jobs like this are like a startup business.
Yes, it is. It's very much like a startup business, but it's just hard because there's no kind of tangible results that people can kind of look at, and maybe you're paying to like do a lot of things, or you're not getting paid to do a show, so it's hard to be like, hey, like this is working out, or it's getting somewhere when you're not like bringing in a regular income.
And oftentimes that's when a lot of people will give up, is when they don't have the support from family and friends, or family will say, look, you need to go be a surgeon, please, right, and make this as a hobby. But your mom has been in your corner the entire time.
Yep, she's always been in my corner. Anytime I needed to do something random or needed some extra funds for anything, she's always kind of showed up and supported me the best way she can. So I really appreciate her for that.
And you were born in the right time, because it was kind of one of the things with hip hop and rap that came to light was that we didn't necessarily need the big record company. People were doing it on ground level. They were selling tapes out. I remember Master P selling cassette tapes out of the trunk of his car.
Yes,
and it was a viable business. So for you today, you have things like the internet which help. Your 2019 album, Every Summer, 2020 album was I Was Almost Happy, and then you got notice from all kinds of people like Kendrick Lamar and Schoolboy Q.
Yes, so I opened up for shows for them. I've done South by Southwest, a lot of cool things in Austin with KUTX, Sonic Build. So it's just been steady progress, and I feel like things are kind of progressing. So I'm happy about it.
Things are progressing. You've done all kinds of cool things. What's your advice to somebody who's just now starting and is trying to figure out whether they should pursue that dream or not?
I think if they really want to do it, that they should just do it and just remember that they want to do it. If one person listens, if a million people listen, you still have to make the next song. So whether you have one listen or a million listens, everybody still has to make the next record, go on to the next step. So just always remember to do it, because you would make music anyway, regardless if you were famous or not, if you really want to do it.
If it's truly your passion, you'll do it no matter what's happening outside of you. All right, Last Night in Houston is your new album. What's that based on?
So it's based on kind of that era between like 2004, 2007, when Houston was really running the rap scene. It was really kind of influential on me as a kid, so I just always wanted to do odes to that and have music that kind of paid tribute to Houston in, and then I finally just was able, I didn't want to force it, but I was finally able to get enough records that kind of fit that theme. I had been thinking about it for a couple of years, and it finally came together.
And here we go. You're performing the song Some Know.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's based on?
That is based on some people knowing. So if you know, you know.
And if you don't, you don't. All right, Wes Denzel's new album, Last Night in Houston, is available everywhere music is streamed or downloaded. To keep up with his music and upcoming tour dates, you can visit greatdayhouston.com, and we will connect you. August 11th in Los Angeles, you got your show, the first show outside of Texas, and your private show in Austin, for those who know, for KUTX and Sonic Guilds. All right, before we let Wes Denzel do his thing, I also have a flow to the show. You ready for this?
Let me hear it.
Okay, got a stain on the floor, can't let it prevail, gonna clean it up, no time to fail. Call Zero Res of Houston, they're on a mission to restore that carpet to pristine condition.
Ooh.
Okay, after the break, the tool that digs deep down to make sure your carpet gets a lasting clean from the bottom up. But first, from his latest album, Last Night in Houston, here's Wes Denzel with Some Know.
I've been feeling way too good. Only some know. Only luck. Cruising out in Texas, big flexing. Out in LA, say what up to Plexus. Then make a song for the Rolexes. Put me on the cover of the new Essence. Brand new rig, right off Essence. Spend a few grand in a few seconds. Brand new year, come with new blessings. Drop crop shorts, drop top sport. Whole lot of horse in a new Porsche. Rhyming with the sticks, won't do forks. I'm in Flatbush when it's New York. Y'all only know Dumbo. Papa Do's dinner, fried shrimp with the gumbo. I'm low key, that don't mean that I'm humble. My ego is subtle but jumbo. Doing all the things only some know. Listen, I've been feeling way too good, but only some know. Only some know. Everything you do, only some know. Every lie, only. Houston or Austin, big flossing. Whole lot of money, not a lot of talking. Hot tech Sprite doing no coughing. You be in the mix way too often. If that's what you wanna be it. You don't hear my line till you need it. Probably be too late when you see it. Look in the mirror, conceited. Ripley or not, I believe it. I ain't hit the city in a while. I be on a like a child. At the Tribeca, Mr. Childs. Jill signed a jacket with the down. Walk by, hit her with the smile as I walk by. I kept it humble, I'm hitting it no just for gumbo. Look, my ego is subtle but jumbo. I'm doing all the things only some know. Listen, I've been feeling way too good, but only some know. Only some know that I've been feeling way too good. Only some know. Only, hey, I've been feeling way too good. Wes Denzel, only some know. Only some know. Wes Denzel.